Alright, welcome back. Everything wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh! Today we got the Keith duel, and we have a special request from AA Jackson 35. He's asking us to do a dweeb counter for Keith, so we're gonna include that as well. Let's get into it.
Yugimoto has emerged victorious.
I love that the profile picture here is Yami. Like that means at some point in the previous episode, they were taking the pictures to upload to the software, and Yami was like, hey Yug, let me tag in real quick.
He will advance to the next round.
Alright! Way to go, Yugi!
Why are we cheering now? Like, were we waiting for an official decision? Once Mai's life points hit 0, that should have been your cue to cheer.
Well done, Yugi. Superb duel.
What a creep!
I love Tristan. Always gotta clap back at Pegasus with something.
Enjoy this while you can, Pegasus. Once I beat you to get him back, you won't have anything to chuckle about.
Damn, that was vaguely threatening. Weren't you the one upset with Yami for going too far with Kaiba? What exactly are you implying now?
The second match of these playoffs will begin shortly.
Wait, begin shortly or right now? Which is it?
Look who you're going up against, Bandit Keith. I mean, the guy makes his living out of winning prize money from tournaments just like these.
You mean like Rex, Weevil, Mai, and Mako?
What are you doing? Get over here!
Did Keith bring out this couch just for the sight gag?
Don't get your briefs in a bunch. You got that, Blondie?
Blondie? Is this supposed to be a joke because Keith is blonde too?
Hey, Dweeb. If you find it within the set time parameters the regulations allow.
You mean there's a time limit?
Come on, man. Of course there's a time limit. You think Pegasus is gonna sit around and wait forever?
No fair! That's barely enough time for Joey to even make it back to the room!
Can you help him? If you all want to be useful, now's your chance.
These are the rules, and they will be enforced.
This might be the only rule that we see get enforced since we've been on this island.
Hey, would you guys mind if I took off my boots?
Keith, I get that you're mocking the situation, but you're a little too relaxed. If Joey gets disqualified, you're on deck against Yugi right now. So whether or not Joey makes it back, you're up.
Can't we just disqualify that punk right now? We all know we ain't coming back anyway.
Keith, dog, it's literally 5 minutes. You're acting like Nappa whenever Vegeta gives Goku 3 hours to show up. Like, dude, just chill.
You know he's not looking for that Glory of the King's Hand card. He's looking for a place to hide.
Nobody in universe or watching the show believes this shit. The first thing Joey did when he saw you was swing. Whenever you all got matched up, he was ready to go. And then this morning, whenever you saw him in the waiting room, he was talking shit to you. He literally isn't scared of anything.
But there's only 1 minute left.
Oh no.
He had better hurry up.
I don't know, maybe it would have helped if you were looking with him? Why are you guys standing here yapping with Keith?
Man, what if he can't find that card?
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have let him go searching all on his own.
Must have searched the whole castle and still no card.
The whole castle? In 5 minutes? Who's writing this? Either make it a 5-hour plus time limit, or have him say he searched his whole room. Taya stated that he barely had enough time to even make it to his room. So no way we're buying this bullshit that he searched the whole castle.
Get up off the floor, Joey. Here. Just don't go blowing your nose in it.
Mai's card.
How did Mai know Joey needed a glory card?
Wait, Mai!
Take it. I don't need it anymore.
Are you really leaving, Mai? Why wouldn't you want to watch the finals? When a football team gets knocked out of the playoffs, do they just skip out on the Super Bowl? Why would you pass on what promises to be the biggest match of all time? At the end of the duel, whenever you lost to Yugi, you said, I have a lot to learn. And you know what'd be really cool? If there was like a tournament featuring the best of the best players in the world and you could get like front row seats. My leaving here literally makes no sense to me. If you want to learn, just go watch the rest of the tournament. There's your education.
So, does this mean that we're finally friends, Mai?
Bro, what? Are you serious? She shared her rations with y'all at the campfire. You even had this little moment with her. Of course she's your friend. This is so ridiculously insulting to even say this.
Don't you have a duel to run off to?
Yeah, you're right.
One thing, though.
What?
Yo, don't you have a duel to run off to?
It's Joey!
He made it!
Why is Pegasus reacting? Is he amazed at Joey's speed? Does he already know Keith stole the card?
Come on, Joey. You have to win this match or you're out.
You have to win this match or you're out. Way to spell out the stakes, guy. Can we make this about, let's see how Joey stacks up against the champion? Like, this is just a cool way to measure how much he's learned. Any OG Dragon Ball fans here? Anyone remember Roshi / Jackie Chun talking about the importance of tournaments as a means to see how you rank among the best in the world? It'd be cool if this moment was more about that for Joey. I'm not saying to ditch the sister subplot, but the fact that everyone and their mother, even on the first time watching, knows that Yugi is gonna win and give Joey the prize money. So instead it'd be cool to highlight Joey's growth, so we can see Joey as a victor rather than someone who fell short in winning the prize money.
Joey Wheeler, Bandit Keith, your peers and gracious host.
I love that we're on such a tight schedule that Joey is held to a strict 5-minute time limit, but we have time to acknowledge peer support.
Do you think that title gives Keith an edge?
Nah, Joey's got something a lot better than titles. He's got guts.
I agree with Tristan. What good has a title done anyone on the island? Weevil, the regional champion, got squished. Rex Raptor, the regional runner-up, got wrecked. Mako, who's supposed to be the best ocean duelist or whatever the hell that means, got washed. The professional eliminator Panic was wiped out. The undefeated Paradox brothers were obliterated. Kaiba, the world champion, was beaten by both Yugi and Pegasus. Since we've gotten on the island, we've done nothing but stomp decorated veterans. Titles literally mean nothing in this world and are only used to quickly hype up an opponent.
Just remember what you're fighting for, Joey, and you can't lose.
Remember that when it comes to your duel against Yugi.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
This is the moment he's been waiting for. The quarterfinals, not the finals themselves, or beating Pegasus, or covering his sister's eye operation, or reviving Grandpa. He's been waiting for the quarterfinals.
Now all he has to do is play something stronger, and he'll be able to destroy it.
What is this, the first episode?
I wonder why Bandit Keith played a machine monster.
Bro, you're a fan of this game, like the competitive scene. You knew who Mako was and that he specialized in water cards. You knew who Rex Raptor was and that he specialized in dinos. You knew who Weevil was and that he specialized in insects. And later you're gonna say you kinda knew who Rebecca was, that she was this up-and-coming prodigy. It's crazy that you wouldn't know that Keith specializes in machines.
Guilty of the Night has a higher attack power than Keith's monster.
What is this, the first episode?
My attack's not working. Great Scott, it's not.
Great Scott, it's not. Who writes these Bakura lines? Half his lines he's dropping actual dueling knowledge, and the rest of the time he's just dropping random bullshit phrases like this. It's like the writers did a first pass giving him lines explaining the game, and then someone on the team said, that might be a little too similar to the others. How can we distance him? We could sprinkle in some random phrases.
That's why he played a machine card. They're magic-proof. They can withstand attacks from any card that uses magic.
What does that even mean?
No machine is without its glitch.
So, what's their glitch, Yugi?
And ask the dude who suggested they even have a glitch.
They can only use that strong offense one way, against head-on attacks.
This could be cool, but it makes no sense. What the f does that even mean? What monster doesn't have head-on attacks? How does your Dark Magician attack? Is it not head-on? Does it not fall into traps? Remember whenever you were dueling Bakura, every one of your monsters fell into a trap from a head-on attack. Different kinds of monsters too, like monster effects, spells, traps. Why are we implying now that machines, although they're strong, are more likely to fall into traps from head-on attacks? It makes no sense. I swear they put this line here just to sound good.
Attacking those metal freaks will just get me clobbered. So, I'll play this face down.
Good thing Joey's deck got a random boost in effective trap cards since the last time he dueled.
I gotta draw him out, get him to attack me. Whoop. My mistake. Just forget what you saw.
I love this moment. This is something we never see again. It really gives Keith's character here life and like a uniqueness to him. It's a baity trick that I could legit see some people trying to pull. Really love this moment and moments like this.
That card wasn't a machine. It was a shadow monster called Zoa.
Alright, the problem is Joey knows like 2% of the cards in circulation. There are times where he's not even entirely familiar with his own deck. How the f do you know Zoa? Even crazier, you were able to accurately identify him in the 1 second that he appeared. Not only do you know his name, you know it's the shadow monster, and you have his defense points memorized. Where was this Joey Wheeler all of Duelist Kingdom? Don't tell me it's because he's been learning along the way. We've never run into this monster up to this point. I know Grandpa was training you back in episode 2, but were all those lessons based around Zoa and Metal Morph? Because you seem to have a heavily imbalanced knowledge around those cards specifically in comparison to the possibly thousands of cards that are in production at this point. Also, for this plan to work, Keith had to know Joey would know Zoa's stats. How could he possibly know he would know that? He knows Joey's an amateur. Right, Chaz?
Since Zoa's attack is more than his defense, it makes little sense to play him in defensive mode.
I wish we could have seen Bakura duel more. He's obviously very knowledgeable. I still stand by my earlier nitpick that it would have been f***ing awesome to see Bakura and Yugi do a 2v2 against the Paradox brothers.
So then Keith must have shown Zoa on purpose.
Joey, wait!
Swordsman, attack!
Okay, Joey, how is it that you heard Tristan's comments earlier?
Whatever that was, it sure looked ugly.
But not metal.
Tristan's right.
But you can't hear the gang now while they're voicing their concerns.
That new metallic paint job he's sporting deflects all magic attacks back to where they came from.
Why does it feel like whenever Joey's dueling, the playground rules apply? Like this type of shit never happens to Yugi, but whenever Joey does fucking anything, it's always, haha, you dweeb. Don't you know whenever you inflict damage to me while I'm holding 2 or more cards in my hand, the damage gets sent right back to you? It's always some fucking bullshit made up on the spot thing. Like it's meant to make Joey look like an amateur, but all it really accomplishes is just confusing the audience.
My
swordsman's been outmaneuvered.
As much as the corny puns stand out as poor dialogue, the moments when they avoid using the pun stand out even more. As I'm watching it, I hear in my head, my flame swordsman is toast. So when Joey doesn't say it, or some other fire pun, it's like, yo.
You should have seen the look on your loser face, you dweeb, when your swordsman's own attack toasted him.
Oh, okay, now I get it. We were saving the pun for Keith.
I only wish you could have seen the look on your face when that metal Zoa of yours got shish kebab.
I love Joey. Throws Keith's taunt right back at him.
At first I'm laying his face down. Oh, and it's a trap card, so don't bother attacking.
This is probably my favorite duel in all of Season 1. It's got a perfect back and forth. I love watching Joey and Keith go at each other. Joey constantly switching between fake bluffing and real bluffing. I love how many iconic moments we get out of this duel. Like every duel before this has followed the same format. Our hero is losing, then some bullshit happens, and then they win in one turn. This episode really breaks that mold, and it's like the perfect back and forth. Absolute cinema.
Way to go, Joey! If you keep this up, you'll be dueling Pegasus in no time!
Stop. He still has a whole pharaoh to beat. Let's just enjoy Joey's victory.
What's wrong, Mr. Champ? Don't tell me you're losing your cool to an amateur like me.
I love Joey. Again, throws Keith's words right back at him. Everything about this duel is perfection.
Man, this has got to be the closest match I've ever seen.
Are you kidding me? Mai versus Yugi, Yugi versus Mako, Yugi versus Kaiba, Joey versus Bones. Literally every other match was one attack away from ending.
And that goes double for that dweeby friend of yours. I knew you were gonna use that dweeby little time wizard dweeb. Switching my slot machine monster to defensive mode.
That slot machine can't take a blast from my red eyes no matter what mode he's in.
Yeah, but defense will protect his life points.
And now my red eyes will attack. Flash, flare, blast!
Man, you're as predictable as you are brainless.
Yeah, but what options does he have? He has to either attack or not attack. If he chooses not to attack, that can be just as dangerous.
And you know what else I got? 2 more 7 completed cards in my deck.
Yeah, well, just because you have them doesn't mean you'll draw them.
Yeah, that logic might work in the real world, Joey, but we're in fantasy land. Look at Mai, Mako, Kaiba. Everyone in this world opens with their perfect go-to combos. Unfortunately for Keith, plot convenience is not on his side, and he has to resort to cheating to get the cards he wants.
Well, what do you know? Check out what card I just drew.
Yo, Pegasus, why are you letting this continue? This match is the only thing stopping you from reuniting with your wife. Call him on his cheat and then just let's go. This isn't Battle City, where like Kaiba and Merrick wanted everything to play out so they could obtain all their god cards. There is no reason Pegasus shouldn't shut this whole game down.
You dweeb, it's all over for you. Thanks to this. The Pillager.
Good card for sure, but how do you know this card's gonna clinch the W? You have no idea what Joey has in his hands. It could be all vanilla monsters.
I win! What? No way!
Sorry. Who am I kidding? I'm not sorry. This is the best duel there is. Yo, we think it's all over, and then this laugh, and then the grave robber with time machine. This is true peak season 1. That being said, Joey should have still taken that life point damage. Red Eyes would still hit.
The time machine can bring back a monster from the previous turn, then...
Bingo. My dragon's back.
I love this duel. I love everything about this moment.
He actually won! All right, go, Joey!
Yo, is that all the cheering you guys are gonna do? I've seen you guys celebrate harder whenever Yugi sets a trap. This is probably the best duel y'all have seen, and Joey just beat the brakes off the highest ranking duelist in America.
You should be quite proud. You dueled admirably.
Pretty cool moment here. The main villain is giving genuine props to our hero. You know what made this moment even better? If Pegasus offered to pay for his sister's surgery right here. I know it sounds weird, so hear me out. Pegasus has already read Joey's mind and knows that that's all Joey's after. I feel like Joey in this duel embodies what this game is all about, and I think Pegasus sees that. So I wish Pegasus said his original line and then offered to pay for the surgery if he agrees to drop out of the tournament right now. Cut to Joey and the gang being really shocked, like, whoa, how does he even know about Serenity? And also, whoa, I just got exactly what I came here to accomplish. I feel like this would like solve a bunch of things all at once. 1, this would make it so Joey earned the money for his sister's operation and not Yugi. And 2, this would be more relevant to Pegasus's personal goals as it would allow him to get to Yugi faster. And 3, it would help pad time so we don't have to cut to the shit show that is Keith's finger guns.
Can it? You ain't talking your way out of this one.
Talking your way out of this one? Have you guys been in a similar situation before? And Pegasus talked his way out of it? I know Keith is referring to the duel against the flying elephant card, but that was an entirely different scenario.
Can it? You ain't talking your way out of this one.
I wasn't gonna bring it up. I feel like it's been covered enough on other channels, but this whole moment is just bullshit. Why did we paint out the gun? Had these guys not seen Tom and Jerry or Bugs Bunny? Oh, that's too old school? What about Pokemon? And no, I'm not talking about the band Dratini episode. I'm talking about the motherfucking Squirrel Squad. How is this different? Everyone knows what this represents. It's hardly even censoring. His hand is clearly pointing a gun. If you wanted to omit the gun, may I suggest this edit?
Pegasus!
Yes, it's also very clunky, but at least you could avoid the finger pointing. What is even the point of the bodyguards? Also, by removing the gun, we're left to wonder, what the f is this guy doing?
Now, the finalists for the next match will receive a 10-minute recess.
I love that this dude is totally unfazed by the fact that his boss was just held at gunpoint, and he did virtually nothing. Pegasus, why don't you just use your trapdoor on this little bastard? Or better yet, if Keith wants cash so bad, why not hire him to replace your guards? He certainly fits the bill, and you know he's looking for work. You could pay him with machine cards, liquor, and cash.
Now, the finalists for the next match will receive a 10-minute recess. Our host wants you both in top form.
I love that a quick 10-minute recess will be all it takes to get our heroes in top form.
I guess we can't put this off any longer, bud.
Actually, you can. Use the 10 minutes to decide what's more important, a 70-year-old man's freedom or a 15-year-old girl's eyesight. Then one of you forfeits and the other one duels Pegasus. Sorry, but this tension is just lost.
This is it. To save my grandpa, I must duel my best friend.
I'm sorry to keep bringing it up the whole arc, but if they're gonna keep doing it, I'm gonna keep doing it. What other outcome was there? Y'all entered the tournament with different goals in mind. This would be like if in Dragon Ball, both Krillin and Goku were trying to collect the Dragon Balls for like totally different wishes. Like each one of them wanted to bring back their dad or something. And then right before obtaining the 7th Dragon Ball, they had a sudden realization that only one of them was gonna get their wish. It's just so f***ing dumb.
This is it. To save my grandpa, I must duel my best friend.
Or you can just nicely ask Pegasus to skip this match. I mean, really, between the two of you, one of you is getting the money, so no matter who gets it, it's just going to Joey. Can we just skip this? All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, the whole deal. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time with the Best of Friends duel. Let's get it.